My name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast. And this is my Makeup Monday for Monday the 13th of November. We're halfway through November almost, so that's just crazy, isn't it? Today I'm going to do two super easy fun fold cards using 6x6 designer series paper. I'm just going to show you how you can get the most out of a 6x6 piece of paper for your cards. Because we've got some beautiful 6x6 at the moment, but you could use these designs, these fun fold designs, for any paper. It doesn't have to be just 6x6. So let's switch down to the craft desk, and I've also got a seasonal sale brochure to show you and go over with. That starts on Tuesday, runs for 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 14th, 15th, 16th. And it's sort of like Stampin' Up's Black Friday sales, kind of. Okay, so let's switch down to the craft desk. Okay, so as I said, this is Stampin' Up's seasonal sale. It's kind of what they do in line with the Black Friday sale and sales in November. So, Tuesday the 14th, Wednesday the 15th, and Thursday the 16th, you can get 10% off ribbons and trim, 15% off inks, and 20% off papers. Now the inks are ink pads, refills, stamping blends, not bundles of blends, stamping blends individually. The papers is cardstock as well as designer series paper. So yeah, if you want to have a look at that and save yourself if you're needing to stock up on cardstock, this is a great way to do it on these days. Jump online, go to my blog, stampingpassion.blogspot.com. Over in the right hand side there's a November host code with an image that says November host code, or there's the Stampin' Up logo further down. If you click on either of those, they've got a link in them that takes you straight to my Stampin' Up website, and you can shop online with me there. So if you're interested in picking up anything, ribbons, bling, inks, or paper or cardstock, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's the day to do it. And if you order with me and your order is over $80, then I will send out a small gift to you. The gift I'm sending out at the moment are the 3-pack tinsel gems. So they're $14 in the annual catalogue. So if your order's over $80, then you'll get a pack of these from me as well. So I've got to send that one out to a customer. Okay, so that's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Don't forget, bargains are to be had. Okay, so first I'll show you my two sample cards. Now these are so super simple. So they're just Z fold cards, just a standard Z fold. That's what they are, and just scored halfway like a normal card, and then scored halfway again. I'll bring that down, sorry. And I've just cut up a piece of the Meandering Meadow designer series paper, and the only bit I had to cut off was a little bit across the bottom, and I've just cut it into 3 strips and used the whole 6x6 piece. This is where you'd write your message to the person you're giving the card to. I know it's skinny, but I prefer it there and have the other piece of paper there. You can flip this around, but I prefer the writing to be hidden when the card's closed. My preference, that's what I like. So that's from the Meandering Meadow suite, and this card base is Lemon Lime Twist, and I don't very often use that colour because it's a brights, and brights are not for me. And this one is the same design. It's a Z fold, but it's just got a panel on the front. Keep putting things up too high for my camera. So it's the same, exactly the same Z fold card, but I've just attached a panel to the front so that when you open it up you get the rest of the paper there, and once again a small place to write. But I love the way it uses the whole piece of designer 6x6 designer series paper. So we're going to make both, but I'm going to do this one using the One Horse Open Sleigh paper, and then this one with the panel I'm going to use the Meandering Meadow paper. So let's put that to one side for the moment. And we'll start with this one. Whoops. Okay, so I have got a standard A5 card base. So that's just a piece of A4 cardstock cut in half landscape wise, cut in half. So let's bring our trimmer in. So we're going to score it at 10.5 centimeters, which is half like we always do. Move my cutting blade out of the way. And then we're going to score that panel that we've just scored in half again. So half of 10.5 is 5.25. So I just do 5.1, 5.2, and I go a little bit between the 2 and the 3. And that's your scoring for that card. Probably can't see it on black. Black's a little bit hard. There we go. Black's a bit hard to see your scoring, but so let's do our folding now with our bone folder. So fold that one over just like a normal card front, like a card, normal card, and this one comes back on itself. And that's your simple Z. Okay. So then I've got this piece of designer series paper from the One Horse Open Sleigh. This is in the online exclusives, the One Horse Open Sleigh. It's really beautiful paper. It's a suite with a stamp set with the sleigh and the horses. Or would they be reindeer? I think they're horses pulling the sleigh. It's a lovely stamp set and dies, but I just got the paper because you can still use the paper with lots of other things. So this piece of paper is going to be cut down to 14.3 centimeters. So I'm going to cut some of the bottom off because I don't want to touch the trees at the top in this design. Okay, so it's 14.3. Now 2 panels are going to be 4.7. So 4.5, 6, 7 centimeters. 4.5, 6, 7 centimeters. Now if you wanted to, you could cut that one down to 4.7 centimeters as well and make your panel for writing a little bit bigger, but I just love the paper so much I didn't want to cut it down, so I kept it at that size. And then I've got another piece of cardstock, basic white cardstock, and it is 4 centimeters by 14.3. So very easy. I'm just making sure I've got to match these up again. That was silly, wasn't it? That's the way it goes. That's going to go like this, and that one's going to go like that. Okay, so let's get our glue. So as I said, this is a super simple card, but you use up your whole piece of 6x6 designer series paper. I'm gonna look at that. I've already got glue where I don't want it. Okay, I've just opened my card up. So I'm just going to place that down on the front fold. So that's on your front facing fold. Easy peasy. And then this is the next piece. So you just sort of panelled your cards, your paper really. There we go. Hubby and I have just got home from going out for lunch today. Like it's Sunday afternoon when I record these. Oh my goodness, we went to this place. I got a gift voucher from a couple of my stamping girls for 8 at Trinity up on Lake Macquarie. Oh, it was beautiful. Oh my goodness. And I've got a real food belly. Food coma belly at the moment. We had beautiful food. It was so lovely. It was such a lovely thing to give. And it was a lovely place to go. So look, Isn't that beautiful? How gorgeous does that look? Can you see the colours in that? And I'm just going to open that up and I'm going to pop that there. And that's where you'd write your greeting. Super simple cards. And our papers are just so beautiful that the papers can do all the work, and you can just stamp a sentiment and you're done. Now, that doesn't look much like a Christmas card at this stage. So what I thought, because it's a scene, I have got some pre-stamped little trucks. And I thought I could use one of these. Now, I have gone along and stamped a few with Farm Fresh, and I don't think they would be suitable for a Christmas one. So I think I will put those ones back in my little plastic bag. And I don't think, not sure what colour that one is. Is that Lost Lagoon? I don't think that colour works. This one might work, but I think it's this one that's going to be the winner. So let me grab my punch. And where's my truck punch gone? There it is. So I do have to fix up a little bit of this because the tires didn't completely get coloured. Now I'm going to have to do a trick because I don't have enough cardstock. If you stamp something and you haven't allowed enough cardstock to hold it, get a post-it note, fold it over, stick it like so on your piece of cardstock, and then put your piece of cardstock in. So it's just acting as a little handle. Stick your cardstock in. Okay, I think that's right. Oof. It's always funny when bits fly everywhere, isn't it? Okay, so there's our little truck, which I think is so cute. So I'm just going to get my black marker because I kind of missed down here. Sorry, my head came in with the stamping the tire. So I'm just going like so. That one's all right. Okay. Now I could put the truck here, or I could just put him here. I think I like him here. Or should I put him up higher going along? No, I think I like him here. Now there is a little bit of roadway that I can use, and I shall get some smoky slate down for that, just to ground him. Is that where I want him? I think that's where I want him. And I know he's a little bit hidden, but that's okay. That is okay. Just put some ground there. And I'm going to pop him up on some dimensionals. So, because I already had this stamped, I thought I'd just use it and add a bit of a scenery to my Z-fold card. Okay, put him like that. Now we could even stamp a Christmas tree. I'm not sure whether I want to do that. Probably could. Or we could just do presents. That might work. I've got some bits of white somewhere. Here we go. And let's see what I've got. Where's my I might get my Brightest Glow stamp set. And we might, I'll use that for my sentiment in a minute. I'll get my little presents, I think, is what I want to use. And that will be with, oops, Black Memento. And where's my chamois? So yeah, I've got a real, there will be no dinner going into my belly tonight after today's lunch. Oh my goodness. It was amazing. Very special. Now, what colour should I do my parcels? I might do them in red. This is, I think, Cajun Craze, but Cajun Craze is not my most favourite colour. I'll bring that down, and I might have to bring my head in to line it up, so just bear with me. If I do, I apologise. There we go, look. Helps when I bring my noggin in. Okay. So I will have to just quickly fussy cut this out. And it's quite humid now. I don't know whether there's going to be another storm, but it's very humid. So I wanted to use my voucher before we got into the Christmas rush of people dining out. I didn't want to have my voucher left over to use next year. I wanted to make sure I used it the year of my birthday, so that's why we did that today. Okay, I'm going to pop that there. Pop that on a dimensional. There we go, little truck's going along with these gifts. You know how much I love my truck. And we'll pop our little trucks, our spare trucks away. Always going to have spare trucks punched and stamped and punched and ready to go. Well, Denise does. Oh, they're from the truck stamp set. Not to worry, I'll fix them in a minute. Okay, this is the Labels a Glow die. And I could put that up there, which I think I will. I'll just poke out the rest of these. So this is Labels a Glow and also the Brightest Glow stamp set. They were a bundle last year for last Christmas. They're sold separately now, but they are really good to have in your collection for Christmas sentiments. So I will put my trucking along stamps away because then I don't lose them. Oh, that was my door just shutting. I mustn't have shut it properly. That's just in case hubby comes in saying I've done such and such in the garden. I'm thinking, need to know basis. I don't need to know at the moment. Okay, let's see which one fits on. We could do All Is Merry and Bright. That's one of my favourites from this set. That fits perfectly. 'Tis the Season is also another one that fits really well, but I think All Is Merry and All Is Merry and Bright is nice. And because I stamped my parcels in red, we will stamp that in red. Now the beauty of a circle is that you don't have to worry about getting it straight, because you can just spin it round to straighten it up. Gotta love circles. Okay, I'll clean that one off. And pop that back. There we go. Okay. I'm going to pop that there. I might pop that up on dimensionals as well. Does it need any ribbon? Let me look. Let me have a little look and see what ribbons I have. There's some gold. Because we've gone with red, I could do a little bit of this. But this one's a bit tricky because you can't tie a bow carefully and you can't really go like that easily. So that one I don't think's the right one. I've got this beautiful ribbon, but it's vanilla. But does it matter? I don't think it does actually, and I might just do a little tiny bow because it's got lots of sort of the lemon lolly, I think it is. Let's just have a little look. That didn't work, did it? I don't want a big bow, I want a little bow. My bow's not working very well. It's probably because it's a video. They never seem to work on a video. Yes. Okay. Dimensionals. Oh, I still got a little. Pop that out. Is that there? I think they're all popped out now. Okay, so I'm going to just pop it down here in amongst the trees. And then this can just go here. So I might trim it down even more in a minute. Yes, so we'll trim that down a fraction more. Oops. Doesn't need to be that long. Let's just trim and trim. Okay. And that's that card. Oh, bling. Should we put some bling on it? Let's see what bling we have from the bling tin. Now, festive pearls are always a good one, but I never seem to have red because everybody uses the red up. But look, I've got some red on this one. I'll use these instead of my enamel effects because we do not want any mishaps with the enamel effects. So we don't want that. So I'll put one up here. I might put one over here. Maybe I'll just put them over on this side. Or maybe do I need one down near the truck? Oh, it's a big decision. There. That seems to be a good spot. So that's card number 1 done. See, isn't it cute? And I know the front of the truck is hidden by this panel, but when you open it up, you can see the truck. I just think it's a really cool way of using up your 6x6 paper and getting the most out of it. This was the Meandering Meadow one. So that's just our simple Z fold. So that's that one. Where will I put it? I'll put it there and hopefully I won't lose it. But anything's possible. Now let me bring in this one. So once again, we're going to do the standard Z, but we're going to put this panel on the front. And this one I did it in the One Horse Open Sleigh Designer Series paper with the little reindeer, the startled reindeer in the forest, just with a bit of, oh look, I used the same sentiment. I didn't realise I'd done that. I stamped that on vellum, on a vellum circle, and heat embossed it in gold. And you could put another panel here of the paper, or leave it blank, or put some more white there if you wanted a bigger space to write your message. That's enough space for me. So that's her sample. So let's bring in a bit. So I've got Orchid Oasis, Petal Pink will be my panel, my layering panel, and then I've got my strip for the writing, and I've got these three pieces that I couldn't quite work out which one I wanted. So let's score the cardstock first, and then we can work it out. So it's just a normal piece of A5, like A4 this way, landscape way, cut in half. Then you score it at 10.5. I'll get my cutting blade out of the way. And then we want to score this panel of 10.5 in half. So that's 5.25. So 1, 2, and then just halfway between the 2 and the 3. And that's the scoring. Pretty simple. Oh, I need that. So that's the scoring, and we must score it, fold it back. Now a panel of Petal Pink, whoops, will go on the front like so. Now we just got to work out which piece of paper we want. So we're going to cut the paper at 9.5, so that would work. And then I could put the rest of my paper there, that piece over there. That one would work. This one would also work because we're cutting it sort of down here. I'm thinking that one's better, or this one. You know what? I think this one, because it's got a bit more a pop of colour with the, I think it's Melon Mambo. I think we might use this one. Okay, so we have to cut the front panel at 9.5 centimetres. And because we're layering it onto a panel that's already 14.3, this one's got to be 13.9. So we're going to cut some of the flowers off at the bottom. But I don't think that matters because we've still got a lot. So that will layer onto there, like so. And then we will be putting that onto there. Now this piece needs just to be trimmed down to 14.3. So I'm going to take it off the bottom. Because we're not matting that onto another piece of cardstock, I'm just cutting it down to 14.3. So this is how this is going to look. Let me just figure it out. There we go, that will go here. Keep putting my hands up too far. Okay, so I don't need this anymore. Okay, so let's mat our pieces together. It's just beautiful paper, really is. They're just doing an outstanding job with their papers, I think, at the moment. Each time they bring out paper, I think, oh, they can't beat that, and then they do. So that one's going to go there, but I will put this one on first. So we had the on stage at home event yesterday, and there's even more lovely paper coming. Can you believe it? I wish they'd stop. It's just not good for the bank balance, but anyway. Now this is my little strip of white that I'm going to put here. Yep. So that's where you'd write your greeting. If you've got a stamp set that's got vertical greetings, then this works really well, like sentiments. So just put that there. Whoopsie, there we go. Okay, so we fold that back over, and that's going to go here. So we just want glue on this piece, so I don't want to put glue all there. So I'll just put it around, I'll put it in a little bit to allow for my border. And then when I put this on, I want to line it up with this. So that it's lining up. So when it's closed flat, you can't see the piece of paper underneath. It's all lined up. And because I've got glue spurtage, I've always got glue spurtage. Okay. Isn't that just beautiful? Now, sentiment-wise, let me think. I don't want to cover up the beautiful scenery too much, so I did stamp this one, but that doesn't go with that paper. But it didn't work on the card I used, so I don't want to use that because I've stamped it in lemon lime twist, so I don't want to use that. This one would work. Just there. I wonder if that hello would fit on that. I mean, you could use a sentiment from another greeting. Look, that's going to fit there. So let's do that one. Put that on another card another day. And I will use the Orchid Oasis ink, the same ink as my card base. And I've just realised I've just gone over the half hour, so I'll hurry it up. Okay. Beautiful photopolymer stamps. Loving them because you can see through them. Actually, I'll clean that now whilst I'm here. Put it back. Okay. I might just pop it down there. I don't think up the top. I think, no, down the bottom, because we've got these. So what do I do with my dimensionals? Here they are. There we go. Oh, I don't think I need to eat for a month. My tummy's so full. Okay, or I could put it over to one side. Actually, that looks nice. I like that. So put that over to one side. Let's get our little bits of bling out. I think we need a dragonfly in this one. And Spurdy, maybe. Let's put 3 on. I normally don't because I don't want to use these up. But, you know, I can always buy more. There's always that option. There we go. So these are all part of the Meandering Meadow suite. And I think that's pretty much a done card. Let me look. If you wanted to, you could put a little basket of flowers inside. Let's do that. See, I always just sit here thinking, yeah, I'm done. And then I think, oh, we could just do that. Here we go, a little basket of flowers. Isn't that just the easiest card? Aren't they just the easiest fun fold cards? And perfect way to use your 6x6 paper, or any paper for that matter. I'll put that over here. And let's bring our cards back in. Okay. Where are they? Here we go. So, here they are. Here they all are. Let's get rid of these things. Okay, so this was just my Z fold. My very simple Z fold. And we've just showcased the paper by doing a panel of scenery. So that's with the Meandering Meadow. This is with the One Horse Open Sleigh. Had a mental blank then. Covering up the front of my truck, but that's okay. So that's those ones. And then these are the Z folds again, just with a panel attached to the front, which makes them a bit more specky. And a bigger panel of your designer series paper with the other strip here. How cool is that? And this is the Meandering Meadow one. Aren't they just beautiful? Well, I think they are. Maybe I'm biased. So there are our cards for today. I should show you the cards we made yesterday at On Stage. Let me just pop that up. Okay. I did 4 because I can. Okay, so these were the designs, and it was using, they suggested us we buy a bundle called Be Mine that's coming in the January to April mini catalogue. I didn't buy it because I don't do a lot of Valentine's Day cards, so I didn't particularly want that one. So I got my little Hello Ladybug out and did the cards with that. So they're pretty cute. I put some Wink Stella on the ladybug's wings. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but they're all glittery. And then I also did it with the Zany Zoo Designer Series paper, and that's what I came up with that one. So it's just the same layout on both cards, just with different products. So it's just it's good to show how a layout can be used in different ways. So that's what we did it On Stage at home yesterday. So let me bring our cards back in from today. Well, they're today's cards. They were my samples. So I hope you enjoyed that. I love simple folds. I think they're the best, and just a great way to use your paper up. Now, don't forget, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday this week, 14th, 15th and 16th, there's the seasonal sale. It's like the Black Friday sale for Stampin' Up. 10% off ribbons and trims, 15% off inks, 20% off papers. Just go to my blog. Where's my blog? I've got to wait. See that blog, that is on my screen. It's not on my paper. So just go to my blog, stampingpassion.blogspot.com. Over to the right hand side, there's a November host code or the Stampin' Up logo. Click on either of those and they take you straight to my demonstrator online store, where you can shop online and order whatever you need in this seasonal sale. So let's just see if I can jump back here. Yay, I did it. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you all have had a great weekend, and you have a great week ahead. And I shall see you on Friday for Card and a Cuppa. Bye.